Anyway, to the meat of this video, the real problem with the Hermione casting is what is going on YouTube. DoubleO here, and today we just got casting of the people that matter in the Harry Potter TV show, the Golden Trio, and it's actually surprisingly not that bad. I wonder what happened. I wonder if they were always going to do this casting or if they changed it down the line with all the Snape backlash, because this is shocking. I was sure even Harry was going to get race swapped, at least to look ambiguously white, but they did the ambiguously white thing to Hermione of all people, who I thought they were just going to make full on black like the stage play. So let's go and check this out right now. We're on Variety now. We're checking Dominic McLaughlin, who's playing Harry Potter. I don't know if he's got the green eyes. You can kind of, I don't know if he's got the green eyes, man. His eyes look almost the same as Daniel's in this picture. But I feel like if you're going to remake Harry Potter, green eyes was such a big description for him. Like, I don't know, I can't really see here, but he looks good. Like, give him the glasses, he looks good. I'm sure there's some AI edits out there, you know. They need to put that scar on his forehead right in the dead center, because I think in the books it's like dead center, right? It's not on the side like it is for Daniel Radcliffe's version of Harry. Then we got Ron, he's ginger. They didn't swap the N and the G. He's actually ginger, and I know there's memes going around like ginger people, the new black people, which kind of matches the whole meme of the anagram of the word ginger, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so yeah, I did see one person try and claim that this kid was Chinese, desperate for race swap controversy or something, though his hair does look not real, but it looks like he's wearing a wig. He's really redhead. Like, getting redheads like that. I mean, Rupert Grint is obviously redhead. Yeah, I mean, that's Ron. Though Ron in the books, I know he's meant to be quite tall. Like, from what I understand, Fred and George, who's tall in the films, and Ron is shorter than them. Apparently, it's supposed to be the other way around. Fred and George are supposed to be shorter, and Ron is supposed to be tall. I don't know how tall this kid is. And in that picture, Ron looks like Alistair Stout looks like he's about the same height as Rupert Grint. I just feel like if you're going to remake Harry Potter that's already perfect, and the whole point is to be even more like the books, then you should be really strict with the casting. Maybe that's why they released the Snape casting first, because they knew people might be nitpicky. So once you got pitch black Snape, black as night Snape, at that point, you just got to be happy with what you get for the rest of them. You're already done at that point. People already checked out, so they accept whatever. And here's the controversial one, but it's not really controversial because it seems most people are happy with this casting. We got Arabella Stanton as Hermione Granger, and this doesn't look half bad, you know? Like, yeah, she's racially ambiguous. I don't know, but she passes for white in my opinion, and she passes for Hermione. There's so much fan art, you don't know what's real, what not. Like, clearly this is fan art, and they've made her look kind of mixed in this. This is like a lot of these fan arts. Hermione has dark skin for some reason. I mean, there's one where she's clearly white here, but again, Arabella Stanton, like, I don't know, she could pass for either or, you know? She's like a white girl with a bit of a tan. A lot of people have been making her brown in a lot of these fan arts. I'm trying to find official art. The only official art I can seem to find, this is one of my favorite depictions. This is a really cool art. She's pretty much white there, but she could easily pass for mixed as well. So and especially with the frizzy hair, you know, in some ways, Arabella Stanton kind of looks more like how Hermione seems to be described in the books. Like, let me see if I go on Twitter here. Someone had the description. Neville lost one, she said. She had a bossy sort of voice, lots of bushy brown hair, and rather large front teeth. I mean, like that looks pretty accurate to me. You know, bushy brown hair. I don't know about the voice, but buck teeth, you know, like she's low-key more accurate than Emma Watson, you know, in some ways. But yes, she does look like she could be mixed or Greek or, you know, Mediterranean or something going on there. But look, she passes for white, and we know Hermione's white no matter what people try and make up in their heads, or what the stage play, the cursed child that was stupid random race swapping, did. You know, this is not bad casting. It's the Papa Asedu casting that's the issue. But let's check out her in motion. There's people have been flocking to this video of her performing as Matilda, which is interesting. Let's check it out. I don't know if it's going to be copyright or something, but I'm only going to pause it. Like, she looks like just a tan white girl to me, you know? Like J.K. Rowling famously said that Emma Watson was too pretty to be Hermione, and it sounds, I don't know how I'm going to spin this now. That sounds kind of mean, but I'm just saying, like, she has a more nerdy-ish vibe about her, you know? Whereas Emma Watson had more of a mean girl look, you know? She has more like a nerdy-ish vibe, so it really fits with how you imagine how Hermione's written in the books. You know what I mean? And she's cute. Yeah, this works. If it wasn't for Snape casting, all this casting would be perfect, man. You know, like, this guy had to come and fuck it all. Bro, HBO, it's not too late. Make this guy, because obviously you can't kick him out now because that's awkward now. You've made it awkward. So at the very least, make this guy Kingsley Shacklebolt. Just do it. Fuck it. Make him come in early if you have to. Show what's going on in the Ministry of Magic or whatever is going on. Have Dumbledore have some scenes with him or something, you know? Like, it's not too late, you know, to fix this. And then lock down Adam Driver as Snape. Lock him down. That's all you got to do. It's not too late to fix this, HBO. If anyone criticizes you, tell them to fuck themselves. We're trying to make money out here, you know? That's what they... Oh, I don't know, man. Why you lot did this? You got all perfect. Well, it's not perfect. This guy's... He's a bit older now. I don't know how much years he's got left in him, but he's amazing. I hope he lives forever, but, you know... Like, well, I don't think he wants to live forever, but, like, I hope he lives a very, very long time. I hope he's super healthy and happy. But I just... He's an older man. I don't know if we're going to have another situation where we lose a Dumbledore, you know? Like, again, I don't know why they cast someone so a lot older, but he seems strong and his interview seems healthy. McGonagall's great. This is great for Hagrid. I didn't think you could find anyone like Robbie Coltrane, but Nick Frost. Sometimes I get them two mixed up. Perfect. Filch, whatever, you know? This guy looks like his fucking little son or his brother or something. It don't get no more perfect. You could have race swapped Quirrell and got away with that one. Like, I just don't get it. Women's rights are trans rights. There's so many LGBT people in the LGBT community that are really upset. I've seen more complaints about that recently than the whole Snape situation. People have gone quiet about Snape because people move on. People that are annoyed about race swaps, we don't have time for all this, man. We just out. But you got all the there's a lot of hate about J.K. Rowling right now about this. So interesting. But yeah. Anyway, to the meat of this video, the real problem with the Hermione casting is not her. If they had casted her without the Snape situation, I would have been like, oh, I see. They've made her darker a bit, but she's cute. She works. You saw the video of her Matilda. I'm okay with it. But the real problem with the Hermione casting is not her. It's what the media is going to do. What HBO themselves might do. Like, for example, they might cast one of her parents as black, whether it's the mother or the father, I don't know. And try and make it obvious that she's mixed. They might reference her race a lot. In interviews, people will be asking this little girl who doesn't really probably understand all this concept, like, how does it feel to be the first black Hermione? As if being Hermione is some kind of stepping stone of life or some kind of prize or something, like, or some kind of, I don't know, accomplishment. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but like, it shouldn't be based on race. I can just imagine people asking this poor girl, how does it feel to be the first Hermione of color? They're going to keep saying black Hermione. I don't know. What I hope happens is they completely ignore any kind of factor of her race ambiguity or whatever her race is. I hope they just completely ignore all that. I hope the parents are mixed themselves, like as light as her or just white, because she could easily pass for white. And it's the same issue with Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us. You know, like, he's Chilean in real life, but he can pass for white. He kind of looks like Joel, but they had to make his brother Hispanic. They had to make his daughter half Hispanic, even though, I don't know, or at least they're hinting at it, you know? Like, but they had to show that Pedro Pascal is definitely Hispanic because look, we made his brother Hispanic. He's Chilean, you know? I don't even know if the guy that plays Tommy is Chilean. Like, they do this thing where, like, they can't just have someone play the role because they pass as their character in the role. They look like the character. That's enough. All that matters in these adaptations, and this is why a lot of people that would normally hate race swaps, if you watch them on YouTube right now, they a lot of them, Ryan Kinnels, the Derek Anderson, I think his name is, guy. I've watched a few people talk about this, and they all seem to be okay with this casting, and that's because she still kind of resembles the role, at least the way she was described in the books. You know, she's still got a whitish, lightish face. She's got the frizzy hair. She's got the buck teeth. She's cute. She's Hermione. You know, you wouldn't be too shocked if someone said they were somehow related. You know, left-wing Hollywood is obsessed with identity politics. If they smell a little bit of melanin, they have to make it a big deal. I won't be surprised to make both her parents black for some reason. When that Obliviate scene comes in, Obliviate, you're gonna see Digimon Hansu play her dad, you know, like, they go too far with this shit. But yeah, she passes for Hermione. She looks great. She seems like the character, you know. Let's just hope her acting's on par. She seemed good in that Matilda show. But yeah, I'm not too mad at this. But again, the elephant in the room. Why did you do this perfect casting for everybody else except for Snape? But anyway, we still got many more characters to go. We got Neville Longbottom, we got Seamus. If they race swap Seamus, is crazy. But I know there's black people in Ireland now, so they might try and make a point about that. Obviously, the black people, Angela Johnson, the actual black people, Angela Johnson, Dean Thomas, Lee Jordan, all of them they're not gonna race swap them. I don't think they got the balls to make any of them Asian or something. Definitely not white, that's for sure. Yeah, so people like Neville, Luna, all these other fan favorite characters still got potential to be race swapped, and they're probably more likely to do them because they're like lesser characters, so people won't be as pissed about that. But if you do enough of them, if you race swap enough of them, people just kind of tune out and realize this is just like the modern 2025 version. This isn't true Harry Potter, you know. And then we've got the Marauders. Now, this is another issue. The Marauders is interesting because I was wondering what they were going to do with the Marauders. Everyone's been talking about how the issues of Snape being black, being played by Papa Seydoux, is weird because it makes the Marauders look racist. And a lot of people are arguing, well, if they make Harry mixed, like, which kind of what they've done with Hermione, kind of. If they make Harry mixed, then they could make James black. Or they could make James just a person of color, so it doesn't seem as racist when he's bullying Snape, which I have a feeling we should be seeing more, you know, flashbacks of and stories about. But Harry is whiter than white. Harry is white right now, so James has got to be white, you know. Like, there's no, unless you're gonna try and say Lily's lying to James or something. I don't know how you'd even spin it, because he's white clearly. So James has to be white, which means he's bullying a black Snape and hanging him from a tree and all those issues people have pointed out. Now that's confirmed, you know. Okay, so maybe you could make Lupin black. Maybe Lupin is the only one you could race swap to make the Marauders look a little bit less racist, but now it just makes it look like Lupin's self-hating Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus that's hanging out with all James and hanging Snape from a tree, you know. Because you can't make Wormtail black. He's a rat, you know. HBO don't want to be race swapping someone into a disgusting rat snitch character like Wormtail that betrays everybody, you know. Like, no one likes Wormtail. Like, he's gonna make a black man a rat for the whole show. I don't think so. And then obviously you can't make Sirius black for obvious reasons. I just said black twice because his name is Sirius Black. Like, imagine if J.K. Rowling, when she first wrote Harry Potter, decided to make Sirius Black a black man. Everybody would be saying, what you trying to say, J.K. Rowling? Like, you made a black character and called him Sirius Black, like seriously black. The memes write themselves, the jokes write themselves. You stop giving people ammunition, Hollywood. All your stupid race swaps, all you've done is just cause division, cause problems, give racists ammunition with this shit. Stop it. So you can't make Sirius black. I can't even say it. You can't make James black. You can make Lupin black, but if you make Lupin black, he just looks like an Uncle Tom now. James is clearly white. So I don't know what you're doing with Snape, man. I guess you're just going to cut all that bit out of all the bullying, because that's the reason why he is what he is. You're just going to make Harry's father racist. Maybe that's your goal. Maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe that's the narrative you want to push, but that's not the books, is it? Anyway, that's my thoughts on the new cast. I don't mind Hermione. She's definitely the most contentious one, but she passes. And as long as HBO and Hollywood don't make a meal out of the little bit of melanin she's got on her skin, don't make a meal out of it. Just let her be Hermione. Let her act. Let her be an individual. Don't make a big deal out of the fact that she's got a bit of melanin, and other people watching won't make a big deal out of it. As long as HBO doesn't make a big deal out of it, other people won't make a big deal out of it. Now, obviously, that's not the same situation with Snape, because that's just egregious. You know what I mean? You understand. Anyway, that's my thoughts. If you liked it, please give me a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for notifications, and I'll see you again. Let me know what you guys think about this class in the comments below. Peace.